Tremendous amount of respect for Coach Kennedy, the UAB basketball program, and their players. I mean, just ultimate respect for them and their program. Fortunate that we were able to get a big win, and very proud of the resiliency of this team. Led tonight by RJ and CJ. I mean, I thought they were dynamic, but I thought we got contributions from everybody across the board. And in a highly emotional and competitive game, guys continued to respond, whether it was having an off play, making a mistake, the score flipping, not in our favor, the ability to stay on task of what we had to do, I thought was really strong. It ended up being the difference for us tonight, and why we were fortunate to win.
Coach, there was a stretch, I think 12 straight lead changes down the stretch. Just what can you say about your team? They scored, you guys answered every time.
Yeah, they are, UAB is one of the elite offensive teams in the country. I mean, not just the American. I mean, they are a top offensive team. And I thought, again, we were changing up our defense, whether it was with our man or zone, looking for different things. They were playing through Yaxel, but we were playing through CJ and RJ. And they were playing zone, and I thought our decisiveness on offense in the second half really went to another level. And that's fun basketball when it's going back and forth like ping pong like that, going back and forth, back and forth. You have to keep answering. They answered, we answered, and down the stretch we were fortunate to make some plays.
CJ, what's going through your head as a player and the rest of the team when it is like a ping pong match, like Coach just said, and right down the stretch, back and forth?
We got to have a defensive mindset in situations like that, because we're going to trust our offense, but it's just important not to give up buckets in that situation. And, they're a really good team. So, they were able to come out with a couple tough buckets there, a couple buckets that I don't think we should have gave up. But, that's what happens in a basketball game. So just defense was going through my mind this game, and just being able to stop them guys so we could pull out on top.
CJ, you guys played late Saturday night, got back in the wee hours of the morning on Sunday. They had not played in 9 days, but it didn't seem like your guys' conditioning fell off at all at the end. If anything, you guys looks like the more, conditioned team out there. Were you guys feeling pretty good down the stretch?
Yeah, leading up to the games, Coach, they do a really good job of making us do our recovery and stuff like that. So, everybody on this team takes that real serious. And we had everybody in there today, yesterday, getting work on their bodies. And then prepping for games like this, fast-paced games, we prep for games like this so that when we do get in them games that we're not caught off guard.
CJ, you got Player of the Week, you're among the national players of the week, and then you come out and perform like you did tonight. What do you feel like is just working for you game to game right now?
I'm just going out there hooping for real. I got a lot of confidence from my coaches and from my teammates right now. And just, they do a really good job playing around me. So I feel like it's just falling in my favor right now. And it's just important we keep winning these games so it can actually, be something.
CJ, you played a lot of seasons of college basketball, but what's that development piece where you're still continuing to get better each year?
Yeah, you can never stop getting better. When I came here, before I even got here, they showed me a lot of things I could work on that would help my game out. And during the summer, I just took pride in that so that, when the games came, it wasn't no surprise for me. So
CJ's coachability, and I'll talk about him because I know he won't talk about himself, and I hope the nation realizes what a special player he is, and his coachability as a senior to come in here, as a graduate senior to come in here and be so willing and a sponge to learn, whether it's a new system as a team, new offense, defense, play a different position, but continue to grow in his fundamentals. And I've said this many times, so I'm on record saying this. I still believe the best basketball's in front of him as well as he's playing right now. Every single day in the gym, the way he works to pick up, whether it's footwork, whether it's positioning, whether it's more understanding of angles on offense and what it may be. And that's a credit to him. It's a credit to this team because he is a leader on this team with RJ and with Jordan and other guys. But he has taken a humility about him to say, I want to continue to grow and be better, which is not easy for someone that's been in college, as you said, for 5-6 years. And that is why I think he is doing what he's doing, having success he's doing. He's putting the work in, but he's willing to learn, as he said, and develop, and he's extremely coachable as a leader. And we're really proud and fortunate to have him.
Coach, we talk so much about these possession games. I mean, whether they come your way, go your way. How do you feel like you guys are continuing to learn and get better in these late game situations?
Because here's the thing about this team. We go into these games and we expect them. we don't ever expect a team to go away. We don't hope UAB doesn't play well when they come in here. That is an excellent ball club with great players and great coaches and incredible tradition. We expect to get teams' best fight, best punch. And our whole thing is we have to find a way to outlast that. And CJ mentioned the rope. We're going to keep pulling and tugging on that rope until that clock is all on zeros. But we are embracing the fact that this is a big-time basketball league, and we're going to be in these games. We're not going into games hoping we're not in these games. We prepare for them every day. We embrace it. We talk about it during the game. We don't expect any teams to go anywhere. I just know we're not going to go anywhere.
What's opportunity importance?
Coach Jordan,
I was just going to ask the rebounding. Obviously, UAB really good at it. You guys really good at it as well. Y'all both get 29. But some key ones down the stretch from CJ, other guys offensively.
Honestly, Stephen, that was the difference in the game because when I say that, meaning they had 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. And in the second half, this score sheet looks a little different than the one I got because I know they were changing it. But we limited their offensive rebounds in the second half. And that was a big deal for us. That was truly the primary discussion at halftime, was we have to limit their offensive rebounds. Our zone and some of the things we were doing were forcing them into shots that we wanted them to take. Not that that's mean not going to make them. They're really good players, good team. But when we got those misses, we weren't securing the rebound on the defensive end. So at halftime, that was really paramount, was our ability to control the defensive glass. Hey, if they make them and they make them on our terms, that's why they're where they are in this league and such a good ball club. But we have to, and we made some adjustments from a defensive rebounding standpoint. And I honestly think, Stephen, that was the biggest change in the second half. And when you rebound the ball well, it's amazing how much it helps your transition game. And then we made threes in the second half, and I think all of that went hand in hand.
Yeah, just Jordan Riley. He's leading the league in steals, and at the end there, he picks a pocket and gets all the free throws. So on a night when you guys have some nice offensive performances, how important are just those little things like that in the game like this?
That's huge, and what's even bigger is that Jordan doesn't have his typical offensive game. We have so much confidence in Jordan Riley and how consistent a player is. I said this many times right here. He practices every day, so consistent, and he plays that same way. So tonight was a game that offensively it wasn't clicking for him in the first maybe 32 minutes. For him to respond the way he did down the stretch with the drive, with the making the free throws, the rebounding, and that defensive steal, and by the way, he had 4 assists. That is the true definition of a winner. That's somebody that is willing to do whatever it takes to win, even when the glamorous stuff isn't going his way. And the whole team and myself really proud of him for that. And I thought a lot of guys did that across the board, but I thought Jordan closed the game like a big-time closer, to your point.